This is Daniel's story. He started as an indie hacker, but his first app got failed. But instead of quitting, he learned from his mistake. He studied marketing, sales, and what really makes a product work. With that knowledge, he built a new website, and this time he got succeed. Today, that websites help him to earn around $700 to $800 per month, and now he is working on his third startup. And trust me, his new startup idea will amaze you. In this video, we will see how much Daniel is earning from his successful startup, what his new startup is all about, and the exact tech stack and marketing he used to make it happen. Yeah, hi Daniel. Thanks for joining our YouTube channel. So we saw.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you. And we just saw you're you are building something, and you are already making money from that. So we would love to know the process, tech stack, and everything about your product. So yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, sure. I will share my journey how I become an indie hacker, just in a few words. I started with I would say almost 2 years ago, and I started with first project, and it was called CVFI. It's a tool to analyze CV. You basically just input your CV and you insert the job description, and it highlights you you need to focus on this, or you need to focus on that, and it also wrote the motivational letter for you. But I mean, we did had 500 users, but it was a complete failure. It was my first project. It was a failure. We didn't get any subscriptions. We got only one customer who was paying, and
Yeah.
I was happy when we did that. But when I checked my email, he wrote to me something like, "Guys, can you cancel my subscription? Your button for canceling doesn't work." So yeah, this was my first project, which I did with my friend and co-founder. Then we closed kind of this project because first of all, the learning points I would also probably highlight on this. The learning points of that first project is do not start with B2C projects ideally, and think about the traffic, how you're gonna get it before you're gonna create your project. It was also kind of important, and in our case it was super bad idea to sell to a person who tries to find a job. If you think that's not how you should sell it, right? But I mean, there are a lot of platforms which help you with CVs, resumes. Some of them do make money for sure. You just need to be able to do that. It was super hard for me to do the B2C marketing, and I just quit the project. And second project, actually, it's currently it's the only one making me money. Yeah, but the idea started that I thought that it would be cool to scrape product hunt launches each day, then prepare listing to my own website, and translate it to 10 different languages.
It was manually. You translated manually, or you used any kind of software?
Oh, I'm using OpenAI for that.
Yeah.
And the idea there was that I can use the SEO, search engine optimization for that, which will bring me more and more pages. Currently I have around 25,000, maybe 30,000 pages in Google ranking. Okay. Yeah, and peak the project made 200,000 clicks from Google per month. Okay. Right now it's much more. Oh, it's much less, and it's dropping. Yeah, but it makes some money for sure. So this is basically how I got into the indie hacking space and how I started building the projects. So how I validated the idea, basically I've seen some competitors do pretty much the same thing, and that they are kind of ranking high in Google. And this was my intention, actually, just to rank high in Google and to not do some active marketing like on other platforms, because when you rank high in Google, it's almost like passive traffic. You're selling something with not such like amount of efforts. And I probably you know that snowball effect, right? But it mostly it works, that snowball effect, when you have two sides, like for example the people who create content for you, and the snowball effect works. But since I didn't have like any other people who would probably like create the content for me, I thought that I can try to automate it with OpenAI. But in this kind of idea, it was super important to have to set up the website correctly for search engine optimization, because otherwise it wouldn't work. This was very important. The another important thing was domain rating, that you need to get as high domain rating as possible to rank high in Google. And this is something I achieved after Product Hunt launch, actually. And I launched, I got 4th place of the day. It boosted my domain rating. I did get like, I get like, I don't know, two or 5 sales from Product Hunt. It was my first sales. And at that time, the product was that you can submit your backlink to your product on my website for $10. After like few months, when my traffic from Google skyrocketed, I decided to increase the pricing to $20, and I added one more product, which is promotion, that you can buy for 100 for 1 week. You can buy a spot, and your product will be promoted there for not 1 week, actually 10 days right now. It was the second product I added, and now I'm thinking about adding some more products to kind of like upsell, because right now the highest amount of money I made in months with this product was like, I would say $700 or $800, something like that, dollars. But it was almost passive income, because I honestly don't spend too much time on that, and I'm working on other projects.
So the next question is like, what tech stack you used to build that app?
Yeah, it was kind of in classic traditional tech stack for Indiehacker. It was Next.js, Supabase, Tailwind. Yeah, that I think, and OpenAI, for AI logic. This is basically it. Like,
yeah, and for the marketing you are using just SEO and nothing else?
Nothing. Well, Product Hunt launch, I think it's still marketing, so it's and it's kind of a huge piece of marketing, and it wouldn't work if I wouldn't do Product Hunt launch, actually, and it wouldn't work if I would do Product Hunt launch but couldn't optimize the website for Google. So
let's talk about your other product which you are just building.
So the another project is called Blockball. It's a platform where you can write a blog post and click publish, and it will automatically publish the blog onto your website. You don't have to code it. You don't have to use headless CMS, because this is something that requires a lot of time. The blog, to set up blog correctly, requires, I guess, like 2 weeks to set it up correctly, to fill all the structured metadata, to create a highly optimized templates, so that your blog loads super fast. It's also super important for search engine optimization, and this is basically what Blockball does. And I released my I released first version of the product in the beginning of the summer, and then I realized that if you don't have AI in the product, no one cares, and no one wants to use your product. So I decided to create as soon as possible to create an AI agent, which will automatically on a daily basis write an article for you. And this is actually what Bol now does. You can insert your domain address, and it will analyze your address. It will but it will search the keywords. It will prepare for you topics, and it will start to generate one topic per day. And fill all of the content that can help you sell through the Google or through the LLM. Right now, it's also super important stuff. The higher you rank in Google, the higher you rank in LLM. But there are for sure a lot of nuances how you can optimize your website to rank.
Okay,
We'll see how it's going.
you just said higher ranking and LLM. You just said.
Yes.
So is it kind of new thing, if I'm not wrong? Because as of now we see the ranking in Google, ranking in Bing, but higher ranking in LLM.
It's actually, I think, called generative engine optimization, something like that. It is new thing, but from my opinion, the rank in Google is highly correlated to how much you rank in LLMs, because LLMs don't go to a 50th page and search for your product. They just scroll the first page. So if you are not ranking within the first page, probably LLMs do not know about you anything.
And we will provide the API which we need to use to post the blog on our websites.
Now, this is the thing. When I created my first blog for CV5 for the first project, I spent like 2 weeks because I had to code it. I had to write the posts. Finally, it was I coded it for 2 weeks. I wrote one post, and we just closed the project, And then I realized that it shouldn't be that way. If you're creating a blog for your product, you should create it as soon as possible. You don't need to spend time on that. You rather spend time on the content which will sell your product later. And you don't need to use API. All you do is you host this blog either on subdomain or subfolder, and then from the platform you write the blog post, click publish, and it will be automatically published. We have currently we have only 3 templates, but we will have more than 3 templates, and those templates are highly optimized for Google. Since we are using Ruby on Rails, there is a minimum amount of JavaScript, which also helps a lot.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you already have 3 templates, and this will be modified as per our company guidelines. Let's suppose we have guidelines, we want to use black color, but you have a template in red color. So can we use that?
Yeah, I will also provide an API for sure. If you want to create from scratch your blog, you can do that. I don't recommend that, because you either spend really at least 2 weeks you spend on that, because the technical SEO is not that easy to set it up. If you are starting, if it's just your first blog, I think you would spend a month on building the blog. But sure, I will expose also the API at some point. Right now it's not there, but yeah.
That's good. That's nice idea. Okay, Daniel, thanks for joining us.
Thank you too.